puking my guts out and I can't poke, there's no way. The dose is, it's not like on paper, right? You'd have to omit a couple of days, and you got to remember, it's not just, yeah, it was such a haze in my life, like that year, but really those 12 weeks.
Yeah.
That there's no way, like when I said my cycle, people are like, oh, this day a week he took this. But this is a pretty much homeless guy. That's how I was living, right? So a homeless guy, when he's puking and sleeping 18 hours because he cracked out on, what was it, GHB? Finish a bottle of Jameson alone. You know what GHB is, right?
Yeah, GHB is incredible.
Yeah. Alone, I'd do it for the weekends, and then it would be go skiing all week long. It was fucking awesome.
No, but it's not. It's not. We can't say it. It's like you were trying to kill yourself.
Well, yeah, I overdosed twice, and I never talked about like how many times did I get jumped being high. I don't think I've ever been jumped sober. You know what I mean? So like, imagine how much trouble I'd avoid in life if I didn't have Hell's Angels as friends, right?
Yeah. Well, let's talk about other friends. Let's talk about Sneako. Did you guys ever actually have beef? Because I see you tweet random shit. You're like, yo, he made my career. But then I see you tweet other shit. You're like, I fucking hate this guy.
That's bipolar.
Yeah. But like, are you actually bipolar? You're just fucking with him.
I think I am, but I'm not. They couldn't diagnose me for anything. So that's where everyone freaked out. That I came out, medical records perfect psychologically, but you can see something wrong. They missed the test, bro.
Something wrong with it.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about Sneako, but you just reminded me of someone else that we're going to talk about, Fousey, but we'll get into that a little bit later. The Sneako thing. Where are you at with that? Did you not with him?
No, I love him.
Because
yeah, you don't love me.
Why do you say shit about him then?
I never did. I stuck to the same script I've always stuck. All I said was, oh shit, I didn't say anything. I kept attacking Andrew, and then he would push back.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, shut up. And then he like, man, if I say it like this sounds like a hit piece on him.
Why?
Because he just threw our friendship in the garbage.
Oh.
That's your friend. You met him too. My bad.
I mean, you can say whatever you want, but like,
It's all fun and games until I run into Andrew.
Yeah, until that guy checks
I'll be all high and shit. He just attacks me. But yeah, so.
I wonder who was in a street fight. You or Tate?
I seen his wrestling.
He's good, man.
His wrestling?
No, not his wrestling.
I'm
not talking. I haven't seen his wrestling.
Yeah, no. In a boxing, he'd
street fight.
Yeah, street fight.
Yeah.
Put my knife right there.
See.
I'm kidding. No weapons. Let me tell you. Hand on God.
Okay.
On Jesus Christ.
You gonna tell me how many fucking street fight pictures
no,
you have right now?
I don't flex that. If I told you how many I lost, this would be a 24-hour episode, right? But hand on God, on Jesus Christ Almighty.
Okay.
I wouldn't feel 1% fear if I ran into Andrew or even Tristan, the bigger one, in a hotel lobby. I'm so confident in the wrestling portion. If it was a scary welterweight like Colby Covington, that would be scary, like a wrestler. But yeah, I'm not afraid of technical fighters on the street that much.
Yeah,
right?
I don't even think. I mean, they wouldn't do anything to you in a lobby anywhere.
If it was two of them at the same time, that's when I would.
It'd be a problem.
No, I would call Fousey. G7, let's go,
bro. He's
Fousey's slapping all the white boys. Is Andrew even white? Like, what is he?
No, he's mixed. But bro, Yusef was one of the most entertaining things in the last 2 months on the internet, and he called me yesterday morning.
Oh, he's out of the
no, he's not.
The
out.
Joker's free.
No, he's not out. No, he called me a week ago, and then he called me again yesterday, and he said he was basically being held. I think because he said some reckless cops, or I don't know what exactly why he's being held, but he went in for a psych evaluation, and apparently he didn't pass, and they want him to stay until, I guess they want to allow him to come out, but I guess it's going to be another 30 days or some shit.
Holy shit. That's
some But he's calling me, and I'm telling you this because he's calling me from a hospital. So it's not like his random phone, like his phone. He doesn't have his phone.
I always forget you're his best friend. Like you came out through him, right?
Yeah.
You came out of Fousey's womb.
No, not
no,
exactly.
No, it's worse. It's worse. I came out of Sneako's.
Well, no, it's very different. Very different.
Yeah, because yours is not a cock.
Yeah,
I'm kidding. I love you, Sneako.
God, the Sneako shade is. Yeah. I like Sneako, man. Yeah. Don't slander my guy like that. I like him.
I send him love letters on Twitter every day.
He's a good guy. So, anyways, he calls me and he's like, "Yo," he's like, "I'm gonna be good." And he says, "I want you to do me a favor. Send a tweet." I sent the tweet out a couple of days ago. You saw it, probably. And he said he's doing a bunch of he told me he's doing 500 push-ups, 500 sit-ups a day. I'm like, this is bullshit.
He's planning to spring out,
but he's gonna yes,
he's gonna do something against the wall.
He wants to get the out of there. Obviously, he said there's still a kick deal. He says he's medicated. Like the
kick deal doubled. He slapped a child. That's the best content we've ever seen.
He what?
He slapped a child. That was the most badass shit ever.
You talking about Doherty?
That bully, that little fucking bully.
I don't even. Yeah, I didn't know there was. I just saw the
that
clip.
kid was bullying Fousey the whole time.
Oh, you saw the other content? I didn't see.
Well, I heard the behind the scenes stuff.
Oh, I didn't see it.
They cut out it's not. They didn't cut out for the live stream. There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that makes Fousey look a lot more normal. Like, have you ever been around condescending people where they're making fun of you with the whole room, but they're trying to fly under the radar? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And so Fousey, he lets that load and then he snaps. He's kind of like me. I'll let a bunch of jabs and then I slap a child.
Yeah. He smacked the shit out of that kid.
How old is that kid?
I don't know. I think.
Did you see he got up by the Island Boys after I gave them a pep talk on my stream?
That whole shit is just like
fake.
I don't know. I think a little bit's contrived for sure. I think they know what they're doing. Obviously, the Island
Those
Boys
guys are junkies.
I mean, the Island guys, they faked the fact that they look like one was sucking the other one's dick and shit.
Well,
like,
they didn't fake that.
No, I saw the clip. You see, there's like a thing. It's like a carrot or some bullshit.
Yeah, but they're still tonguing.
Oh, I don't. But that's what I'm saying. They'll
thing.
do whatever they want for clout. That's the point, right? Which is why we're talking about it. So I think a lot of it's contrived. I think a lot of it's bullshit.
They're drug addicts. So they scripted, hey, let's play fight. But then you're play fighting with a perked out fiend. So he starts choking you to death. I've been around junkies like that, except the bigger ones.
Wait, who's the Xanax fiend?
Obviously the Island. The incest boys, and how can you not tell from their eyes? Like, dude, I used to do IDs as a bouncer for 5 years, and I know exactly what drug they're on. I know the cocktail. It's always downers, and they look like Perks and Zans, and then I hit up their ex, and it's Perks and Zans. She told me, right? So I was like,
Is that true?
I guess that was like months and months ago, so maybe they switched, but you can't tell the droopy eye look.
Yeah. The tired shit.
Yeah, and all the rage that comes out of nowhere from the irritability, right? Because when we used to spar in basements, all these bouncers, everyone had a drug in my city. The ketamine guy, the Percocet guys were the most durable. They're not feeling pain, but they're slower, so they're taking a lot, right? They wouldn't come to work the next day. There would be, the drunks were most aggressive for the inhibition thing.
The what?
The drunks.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
So we'd all glove up, and it would be like UFC with just junkies, dealers, and all the hottest girls in a corner talking to each other. They didn't even watch the boys fight. That's how bored the girls were.
Wait, what are you talking about?
In my hometown.
You were talking about like a fucking...
So all my coworkers...
This is bullshit. This has to be a bullshit story.
No. Literally in my hometown, there's different nightclubs on Granville Street. You can go to Cabana, talk to the head doorman. You could go to Celebrities, talk to the head doorman. 12 Us is a little posh. You could go to Bar None. The dirty guys that sell drugs.
What city is this?
Vancouver.
Okay.
So the dirty guys who sell drugs, they're all kind of know each other.
You're saying this is a real thing?
Drug addicts. It would always start as a party. Like, it wouldn't be organized Fight Club. It would start as a party, and then one guy would put the gloves on to impress a girl or whatever. And then you know how drug addicts are. Like, they just... Okay. Yeah. But no one would ever do it sober. Right? If people didn't have their drugs and drinks, they were like gentlemen. Right? But then they put those demons in them and they turn into exactly what you see with the Island Boys. That irritability, that everything pissing them off and shit. And so I can see that those guys are doing a lot of drugs.
Yeah. So what do you think about Fousey?
It's criminal what they're doing to him. I don't believe in Big Pharma at all.
Yeah.
Like zero.
I guess he said that they're legit, like, I guess he's some you take and it lasts for like a month, some sort of downer must be, right?
Oh, the coronavirus shot.
I don't know what the it is. I mean, I'm not there, but I'm telling you when I'm telling you this story, I'm like, he literally is calling me from a hospital phone, so I believe him, and it sounds like.
And he told you basically everything, or you don't even know what they told him?
I don't know everything. All I know is he said he had a psychotic break, and that he had to stay for more time. Otherwise, there's something with Miami PD pressing.
Okay, I don't get it. I don't get this at all. How did he have a psychotic break when I watched the stream and he kind of did what my buddies would do, what I would do? Like if I feel like, let's say I usually don't call the cops because I'm worried, like, they'll take me away. But the guy's been doxxed for weeks, right?
Yeah.
People trying to fight him, jump in, throw shit at him. His address is leaking at every hotel, and he's not sleeping, just fucking going hard. How the fuck is Fousey in the wrong for being paranoid when the guy's talking about his mother, right? Remember that call?
Yeah, because I was streaming at the time on Twitch, and someone said, go watch this thing. And it was a video of this guy you're talking about, the one who doxed him.
Yeah.
And it's like a whole video, and he's like talking to Fousey, and he's like saying all this weird, like, should we do this to him or should we do that to him?
To me,
I was like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
I just imagined if he did that to me, if I wasn't sleeping, going hard, and being doxxed for weeks and paranoid.
And also Fousey told me on the phone he hadn't slept for like a couple days, and he also wasn't taking his medication.
I don't really think that's a big factor.
That's what he told me. I'm just saying. I want to make sure.
The whole internet's like, it's the medication. I don't think that's a big factor, because if I picked up that call and he mentioned my mother, I'd be like, okay, chances are this is just a prank. I'm not taking chances with my mother. Let's go to war, bitch.
I know.
And so Fousey did everything correct.
Yeah, except I guess the way he was treating the cops, right? Because like you can't.
No, those cops. He gave them the address. They didn't listen. And another thing, right at the peak of Fousey's, it wasn't delusion. That paranoia. Imagine if Fousey was, let's say, no medication, just a regular sober woman. Imagine a sober woman being doxxed for weeks and all that bad stuff happening to her. And then she gets a call about her family. It's like a threat. That's the tone. And then her security guard, Fousey's security guard, said, I don't know the address to this hotel. And Fousey freaked out. He's like, what the f*** do you not know the address? Who the f*** wouldn't? I've worked security detail for 5 years, French Montana, celebrities. If someone asked me, Zherka, what's the address, in like a kind of like a panicky situation, I would, if I didn't have it, I would get it. But he literally says, I don't know the address here. As in, I'm not helping you, Fousey. And then Fousey lost his shit because he's like, oh my God, I can't trust anyone.
Yeah.
Right? And you got to remember, the doxing doesn't happen from the internet. It happens from always someone inside your group. So there'll be like an entourage of people. One defector gives your address to like some haters of yours who put it on Reddit. So it always feels like it's coming from internal. So Fousey's paranoia, when the whole internet made him out to be like he's seeing demons, it looked
merited.
Yeah, I mean, like, the only part I didn't like is when he said, there's a gun in my head.
I guess, was he trying to get them there faster?
But how many adults have lied? Oh, my leg hurts, to the paramedics, so they actually come on time instead of wait 2 fucking hours.
That's true.
Humans lie all the time. And my issue was, I thought he was going to go wait outside. Because if you say there's a gun in my head, dude, Fousey could twitch and they could blow his brains out walking in, right?
Yeah.
And you've seen American cops, they just shoot. They just shoot at anything.
Fucking crazy.
Right?
But yeah, I mean, I think obviously he's going to come out at some point, and then he said he want to come on the pod, talk about it. So I get all the details, but he's saying that he still has the deal. And you were saying that Aiden said he didn't have the deal?
Yeah, he didn't win on TikTok. Said he doesn't have a deal anymore. He lost it.
So you think
I
Aiden
would believe Aiden over Fousey right now.
Yeah.
Because Fousey probably is worried about his business. So he's like, I want them to wait for me, so I'm going to tell them the good news. Fousey, you don't got to tell us good news. You've solidified your, like, is Fousey ever going to be forgotten? The guy recovered after, like,
bro, that
recovery was filling stadiums,
bro.
And I felt guilty because I thought he was like gay and doing all this crazy shit. So I attacked him. Do you remember when I just started? I said, you're a basket case, rehab story, all that.
I saw that.
I attacked the shit out of him. And he was peaking in views, and all my friends ran to suck him off and abandon me. I don't want to say names.
Who?
Who do you think? All right, we're not doing this.
Sneako?
I only have one friend. Sneako fucking Fousey asked him, "Are you friends with Zherka?" And he was asking in a way like, "Should I come over, or are you friends with Zherka?" You know how influencers do that? And he says, "Well, I mean, not really."
Wait, where'd you see it? Was that on a stream?
Yeah, and check it out. If he did that offline, I wouldn't care. But my chat spamming. Betrayal again. Betrayal number 4. And I'm like, yo, guys, pretend it didn't happen.
But you are a little crazy, bro. You're a little crazy.
I've never abandoned a friend on
I get it.
the internet. Like, one friend I had, Slicker, my mom is in trouble, medical issues. And let me tell you the story, John. No, don't tell me the story. I was broke, but I was working a lot of hours. I gave him $10,000. Turns out he said that story to 50 other streamers. You know this story, right?
Yeah, you said it.
He stole $350,000. And
That guy
unfortunately, it wasn't just from Pokemon. He took from everyone.
That guy sucks.
But check it out. Go look in the history. His first day on that podcast that he grew from with me, we were platformed on the same. We were literally started the internet the same day. He went from minimum wage. I went from minimum wage into that life. He had only one friend, Zherka. I only had Slicker. And when I found out he took 10 bans, imagine 4 years of friendship. And he abandoned me for years, but I didn't tell people because it's like I thought Dad's coming home. He's like this big. Yeah. So, and everyone on Twitch would laugh at me because they'd actually. I remember getting DMs of like, hey, maybe we should. This is how people on Twitch used to talk about me. Maybe we should invite Zherka. Because they thought I was going to like off myself that I had no friends for 4 years. And my only friend never chills with me because he's so good at leeching and all that, you know, like social climbing. And then the one friend, that Iraqi, that Slicker.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm so used to being solo. So I said to Sneako, I said to Martyn, I said to everyone I met, look, I don't even believe in friendship. Like as an adult, you have coworkers. That's it. Right? If you have friends, that's your high school buddies and you're going nowhere fast. But now a lot of people hated me for this because there was like 4 big influencers who came out and like cornered me on live to see if I'm telling the truth. And they did this to me. Zherka.
About the money?
No, about this. Zherka, am I your friend? And so I'm preaching that men shouldn't have friends. So all 4 of my friends, I said, no, in front of all chat and shit. And people were like, Zherka's the worst businessman. Because, you know, it's social. It's you got to cross-pollinate viewership, right? Yeah, you got a network. This social media, and I'm antisocial. But the antisocial thing was so good because I couldn't have friends because of just, like, if this thing's not on and we were roommates, you would never see me. I'd be in my room. Like, ask anyone.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's kind of like me, dude.
Even the maid.
Fuck.
I don't even want to talk to the maid. I give her extra money so she just leaves me alone. Like, if I walk, I live at their Panda's house, right? If I walk to the bathroom, I look at my feet and I pretend no one's in the house. And if someone goes, hey, John, I go, no. That's how much of my time I preserve. Like, I really like my personal time.
Yeah.
But because I work like fucking 12, 14 hours a day. But anyways, that betrayal with Slicker made me realize this industry should just be business, not really friends. And then Sneako's community said, that's cold. But bro, I got burned bad. And I by a lot of people that I don't mention. But this industry is snake filled, bro. What the fuck? And you know what's funny? All the content the internet's missing is if influencers just fucking ratted on each other. Your favorite YouTubers. Your favorite. That's why I love Fousey as the chaotic. Because Fousey can, don't worry, I'll never tell your secret. And then Fousey goes manic and goes, she actually murdered a squirrel and enjoyed it. And we need that. It's like Trump, like that chaotic force, just like it does damage, but we need truth.
We need him back, bro. We need him back so bad.
That's criminal. 30 days extra.
I don't know obviously I don't know the exact details. I got to talk to him about it, but he made it sound like it was going to be another 30 days.
You want to know how disgusting I am? The whole time you're talking about Fousey, instead of me being worried about him, I'm thinking of how many views I'd get. I swear to God, if I strung him out. I'm
knew
thinking,
you were going there.
and in
Hold
my
on.
head,
Hold
Bradley
on.
kept appearing and disappearing. Because in my head, I'd be like, no, don't ask Bradley. He would never come.
Yeah.
But maybe. And then I'd see him with a fucking shovel. No. And you kept flashing my head. And I'm like, yo, I'm not even worried about my own. And here's the thing. All of those guys who went after licking Fousey's ass for the clout were shook that I called him gay when he's like peaking in views. Then when he slapped the child, I said, you are my Messiah. I almost let go of Jesus Christ. Dude,